Hi, I had in my last video referred to some blood tests that were taken on me specifically for GPA vasculitis, determination of how much inflammation there was. Also for autoimmune disease, they take these. I wanted to just go through a list of some of them so you would get an idea of what tests they will be taken, or probably a lot of you have already had them taken. Hi, I'm Sue de Blasio, and welcome to Sue's Eyes, and I hope you subscribe. So, the first one I wanted to talk about was the sedimentation rate. I just got mine back and it was high. Sedimentation rate is when they put blood in a thin tube and see how fast the red blood cells go to the bottom. The rate, a lot of times when you have inflammation, the red blood cells will clump together and will quickly drop to the bottom. That's an indication of inflammation in your system. So I want to tell you right off the bat that a lot of these explanations are basic because I'm not a doctor, but I wanted to give you a little indication of, if you haven't had the test, what test they will probably take in order to determine the inflammation and what kind of vasculitis or autoimmune disease you have. Another one is C-reactive protein. That's what your liver makes. Your liver makes C-reactive protein. And they'll take a blood test for that. And if you are releasing too much of the C-reactive protein, CRP they call it, that is also an indication of inflammation in your system. Another test that they do is ANCA, A-N-C-A. ANCA test is a protein, another protein within your system. And that protein fights usually viruses or bacteria, to make you healthy. So you have, I don't know, maybe the flu or some kind of scratch and you got a bacteria from it, and it goes and it fights it and it makes you well. But in the case of people with, vasculitis or autoimmune, the C-reactive protein actually attacks healthy cells by mistake. And the blood test will indicate whether that is the case or not. Another one is they test your kidneys to see if they're filtering waste properly. I just had that, and mine were stable. They also test you for anemia, and I was slightly anemic. I'm waiting for other blood tests to come back, so I can't tell you the results of those, but they do lots of times if they suspect vasculitis or a certain type of vasculitis, they'll do CT scan, X-ray, MRI, and this helps show the blood vessels. And if any of those blood vessels are inflamed and causing problems to organs within your body. If they find that, then they will do a biopsy, and that will conclusively determine for them what kind of vasculitis or disease that you may have. This is just a really short list of the blood tests that will be taken. There's other ones every day. I shouldn't say every day, but a lot of doctors take if they think you're sick, which is white blood cell count, red blood cell count, hemoglobin, and I could go on down the line. Cholesterol, which is for your heart. So these are the ones that I mentioned are specific tests that they use to determine the inflammation in your body, what kind of vasculitis, autoimmune you may have, and I hope it was helpful.